Alright guys, I got home from work about 2 hours ago, came in the snake room and noticed Pumpkin started laying eggs. She had a couple out. That was about 2 hours ago. Let's go take a quick little peek at what's going on. So Pumpkin is on the bottom. So I could see when I checked last time, I think there was just 2 eggs out. And now you see a bunch. She's probably still laying. Definitely see a nice amount of good eggs. See one little slug right there. But everything else looks good so far. So I'll probably leave her in here a couple more hours and then we'll check up on her. Hey guys, welcome to another video here at Colubrids. Now my last video, we had got eggs from Eleanor and Pearl. 2 nice clutches. Now yesterday I noticed when I came home, Pumpkin started laying eggs. So I gave her the whole night to lay those beautiful pearly whites. And now I'm gonna go check out how many we got and situate them into their egg laying boxes. It's gonna be an amazing video. Alright, so before we do anything, we're gonna bless this clutch and we're gonna bless you guys with the ice cold Stumptown, hot outside, iced, strong brewed coffee, just what we need. Now to complete the blessing, we need a little cream and special brown sugar. Oh yeah, that looks really, really nice. Oh yeah. Alright, so I want to make a blessing for this clutch that we get a lot of fertile, beautiful eggs. And I want to make a blessing to all of you guys. Oh yeah. Now we're blessed. So before we take the eggs out, we have to set up the egg box. Now, if you watch my last video and you watch any of my breeding videos, I always use vermiculite, which is like a sandy consistency. Put about 2 inches, and then I pour a little spring water over the top and get it just damp but not wet. And that's what I've been using since I started breeding. Now, I know a lot of other people use perlite, moss, some people use Repti chip, and I wanted to just try all moss. I've spoke to breeders. A lot of people have told me they use perlite, they mix it up with a little moss. Some use just moss. So I wanted to try something a little bit different. Vermiculite does get a little messy. So we're gonna try out a nice little layer of sphagnum moss with a little bit of water. So let's set that up real quick and then we're gonna get out the eggs. And just real quick, this is the moss that I'm using, Better Grow premium grade. You want that premium grade orchard moss. Now, I use this for all my humid hives and egg laying boxes for the females to go inside and lay the eggs. So I'm accustomed to this. I like this product a lot, but now I'm gonna actually use it in the egg incubator box. So if you want this, go to Home Depot or Lowe's, and I paid $4.99 for it. It's a great product. Alright, so I just put the moss. You can see it's a nice thick layer, but once you wet it, it's gonna go down a little bit. So I put a little bit extra, and if it's too much, I could always take it out and throw it in one of my humid hides. And it's the same concept. It doesn't matter if you're using moss, vermiculite, whatever you're using, you just want it damp, but not wet. So now just add some nice water. I'm using spring water. So now we have the water at the bottom. We gotta mix up this moss just like we would with the vermiculite. We want every strand of the moss to be evenly moist and damp, but not soaking wet. So I'm gonna just keep moving this around until all of the water is incorporated. So I got the water incorporated. Now we wanna squeeze it. If we have water dripping out, it's too wet. If there's no water dripping out and it's damp, it's perfect. So you can see when I squeeze it, there's a lot of water dripping out. So I'm just gonna take this over the sink, wring it out until there's no water drops, and then we'll have the perfect dampness for these eggs. All right, so I took it to the sink and I wrung it out until no drips of water came out, you could see. And now they form almost like meatballs. They just hold their form. So now we're just gonna break it up. And if you touch it, it's damp. Very damp, but not wet at all. And you can see once it's damp, not dry, the moss weighs itself down a little bit. So all of that moss I put in there went down. And my theory is it's better if your substrate is a little bit too dry than too wet, because you'll notice pretty quickly the eggs starting to dimple or deplete, and then you could just add a little bit of water. They'll puff right back up as long as you don't wait too long, and you're good. But if your substrate is too soggy, then you gotta probably take the eggs out, add more substrate until it's nice and perfect. So it's a lot easier to just add a little water. And there you go. So now we're gonna check out those eggs. So we see a lot of good eggs in this clutch. Looks like a nice big clutch. See a couple of slugs, but definitely have a nice amount of eggs. Let's go check it out. So now, I took off the lid. I want to be really, really gentle. No fast motions, just go nice and slow and relaxed. You know, this girl just laid these eggs. She's under a little bit of stress, so you just want her to feel as relaxed as possible. So now my goal is to remove Pumpkin gently, without scaring her and without causing too much disruption to the egg. So be real gentle, pull her off, and then we'll check out how many eggs we have. Alright, so now I removed Pumpkin, and this is a really, really big clutch. One of my biggest clutches. I only see a couple of slugs, so now I'm going to clean it up, take the moss off, and get them in the egg incubator box. Alright, so we have 3 for sure slugs in the clutch. If you want to see what a slug looks like, see how it's discolored. The shell is not firm at all, it's just squishy. It's wet looking. That's what a slug looks like. You see the way I could just press on it. It's just really soft. And here are the good eggs, nice and white. Some of them have a slight cream color to them, but the shells are calcified and pretty firm, so that's good eggs. Now I counted 14 good eggs in this clutch. That's a nice big clutch, and there might be 2 or 3 that can possibly be infertile because the bottom feels a little soft. They might go bad, I'll disregard them, but I'm hoping that they firm up. And this is a nice beautiful clutch, and I'm not gonna separate them and spread them out They're nice and set together, so I'm just gonna let them be. And I'm really happy. 14 probable good eggs. Pumpkin and Riddler, they make such amazing babies, so I know there's gonna be some beauties that hatch out of these eggs. Alright, so Pumpkin had her pre-lay shed May 7th. She laid her eggs May 15th. So 8 days after her pre-lay shed, she had this beautiful clutch. And how I incubate my eggs, I don't have an incubator. I live in a tropical environment which stays warm year-round. Now in my closet, in the reptile snake room, it stays 79 to 80 degrees, so I put them in the closet and they hatch out between 70 and 75 days, and they come out nice and robust. They could eat small pinkies right out of the egg, no problem. Now, if you incubate between 83 and maybe 85 degrees, a higher temperature, the eggs hatch a lot quicker, maybe 50 days, 55 days, but they come out smaller. Now, I have the luxury of living in a tropical climate, so I don't need an incubator. And I'm gonna put these away. These are on moss. My other eggs vermiculite, so I'll let you guys know after they hatch out if I have any issues with the moss and which I like better, vermiculite or moss. And then next year I'll probably try some other substrates. It's all about knowledge and learning. I'll be right back. So right there is Pearl and Pink Panther's eggs. And that's the clutch that I just showed you, Pumpkin and Riddler. And this clutch right here is Eleanor and Cactus's clutch. So you could see the nice vermiculite that I'm using. Now we have moss. I think next year I'm gonna try ReptiChip. I'll do the vermiculite, the moss, the ReptiChip, compare them and let you guys know what I like best. But the main thing is that you're keeping the humidity correct, the temperature is right, and you're gonna get those eggs to hatch. It doesn't take that much work to actually get these eggs to hatch out as long as your parameters are good. Alright guys, take a look at this beautiful female. This was from 2023, last season, and this is a holdback female from Pumpkin and Riddler. The same pairing that I just showed you, those eggs that we just put in the egg box. And this is a holdback from last season. Look how amazing she looks. Nice light skin tone. Deep maroon red saddles and extreme blacks around those saddles. Towards the tail, just pure jet black. Now this girl, almost on hoppers now, gaining a lot of size. Plan to breed her in the future. And she is het for A male, so pair her with another het A male or an A male. Reverse Okatee, of course. And you're gonna get a beautiful mixed clutch of extreme reverse Abbott's Okatees and regular extreme Abbott's Okatees. And that is one amazing looking snake. And now let me show you, I held back a male also from this clutch. I didn't want to hold back two, but they were just so beautiful. And I have one left on Morph Market from this clutch, but let me show you the male that I decided to hold back. Now this is the male. Now something that stands out about this guy right off the bat, look at those black saddles. All black, no red at all, just solid black. Really extreme. Really extreme. The same nice light skin tone. The deep maroon saddles with really extreme blacks around those saddles. So if you were to pair this male with that female, you're gonna get some extreme reverse Abbott's Oketees with the thick whites around each saddle. They're going, woohoo! They're going to look so amazing and so extreme. And this guy is just a ripper. And I actually was only holding back that female originally. And then I started to notice this guy's black saddles, a lot of them weren't turning red inside, that they were just so solid and extreme. So I said, let me hold this guy back too. So those are the two I held back. And again, I just have one baby left on Morph Market from last season's clutch. It was a big clutch, sold all of them, but there's one left, really beautiful little baby. Now I'm gonna put him back, and I can't wait to see 14 possible good eggs from the same pairing. Now, I'm definitely not planning on holding any back from that clutch that I just showed you. Beautiful 14 eggs now. You never know, something might come out of those eggs that I've never seen. I might be forced to hold one back, but I'm trying not to. I'm trying to do my best. That's one of the things about breeding snakes. You have first dibs at everything, so you gotta have a strong will to not hold too many snakes back. And that is the male from 2023. Check that out. Oh yeah. So I hope you guys had fun hanging out with me. I really enjoyed doing these videos. So much fun. If I had hit the lotto tomorrow, I'd get a beautiful home. I don't need tons of fancy cars. I don't need a huge house with a bunch of rooms that I'm not going to use. Just a nice cozy home in a nice secluded location. I'll build one room just for the snakes, much bigger than this, state-of-the-art racks. I'll be doing my videos. I wouldn't need a dime to my name. Has nothing to do with the money. I just really love doing this. I love making the videos. I love producing babies and just seeing what comes out the eggs. One of the most exciting things. Now, you know what? If I could learn something new by using different substrates or whatever I can do differently, I'm gonna let you guys know, give you the knowledge. The eggs are pretty tough. You could use many things as long as you keep your humidity at the right temperature. The humidity high enough and keep the temperatures right, you'll be good. But I still want to try different things out. With the vermiculite, I've had very good success, but I have had some eggs mold. Got to keep wiping it off. Let's see if that happens with the moss. Sometimes it's just the egg itself that's problematic, so I'm gonna let you guys know as we go along, do these videos. Now I still have females that possibly could lay. The rest of the females that I have here, I did not see lock with the male, but I have the egg laying boxes in there. I had the males pair with them many times. I haven't seen any locks with those, so I'm not expecting anything, but you never know. And you know what? I'm hungry now, so I'm gonna go make a nice spaghetti and meatballs with a nice meat blend. I get 3 different meats. I had a lot of good things in there. This is not Chef Boyardee, which I did love as a child, but this is some really good stuff here. Now I'm gonna go do that, go edit the videos, and just relax. Have any questions, feel free to leave comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Relax, have the night to finish laying her. Oh my god. Nice. Strong brewed coffee, just what we need. Now I spilled just a little bit, so let me clean it up and I'll be right back.